What's up, YouTube? I am back. We were talking about building earlier, and yeah. So I have another structure. I have, like I said, 28 settlements, and a couple of them I'm really proud of. I mean, if it's something to be proud about, but the time and the effort is put into these places. If Well, I was going to say if I had a full-time job, I wouldn't be able to do it, but I've done it over a period of time while I had a full-time job. So it can be done, but if I had two full-time jobs, no way. 1,500 hours in right now. My brother has like 4,000 hours in. I'm like, dude, how do you have 4,000 hours in? And you got a job? But what he would do is he would just let the daggone game just run and run and run and run. They weren't all playable hours, and um, he didn't have nearly as much done as far as structure-wise building as I had. He had discovered a lot of locations that I hadn't discovered. He was doing a lot of exploration, and I was doing a lot of building. I'm like really into the building aspect of the game. Some people don't even like the workshop aspect or the DLC. They don't even own the workshop DLC. So basically, what I'm trying to say here and now is that the workshop DLC is worth the $7.99 or $14.99. I don't remember exactly how much it cost, but if you're into building, it's definitely worth the amount of money that they're asking for it, because then you're gonna get all that much more gameplay out of Fallout 4. The storyline in itself, you know, the storyline, maybe 50 hours. I don't know, but it definitely isn't 1,500 hours. So the storyline is good, but the workshop and all the other DLCs that are available is where you're really gonna get your enjoyment out of Fallout 4. So complete help defend Jamaica Plain. See, I didn't even go to Jamaica Plain, but like I was saying before, because I actually built the turrets and I built a wall and some other defensive structures so the raiders couldn't actually get inside of the settlement. I did my part. I helped. Mission complete. Now, this is Zimbabwe. How do you pronounce this? Can I get into my workshop yet? No, close enough. Let's see. Can I get into the workshop? I'm in the workshop, but that doesn't tell me the name of this settlement. I think it's Zimbabwe or something. I don't know. I'll check. 29 people, 66 food. They could use more food. Always more food. 93 water. It's about three times the amount of people. Power could be improved on. It's 113. Defense could be improved on. It's only 51. Beds 38, so they have 11 more beds that they need. They have plenty of room for growth. And the stupid Brahmin. I hate the Brahmin. I swear to God. Look at my man. Look, he has the Atom, the children of the Atom. I have the same armor. It's just that I modify mine. But he has good armor. I gave him that armor. I figured that the provisioners are the ones that are going to be in the wasteland the most, and that they are the ones that are going to be coming under heavy attack from the raiders and different rebel aggressive factions, if that makes sense. So I figured I would arm them the best with the best weapons and give them the best armor, because they're the ones that are actually out dealing with the fallout. And they actually need to protect my caravans. I want to show you guys the.
Not a bad job.
No, that's not right. So if I go to map and I press, okay, so here's the Wasteland, all of my settlements, not including the Far Harbor settlements. This is just the mainland. So lots in the south, lot of stuff in the south. So anyways, here is the supply lines. So I have a lot of supply lines, and that's one thing that I have failed to show you guys. Like I have a lot of provisioners going to and from Far Harbor, and one of the things that I've yet to show you guys is that these supply lines in these stores, the general stores, the armorers, the clothing stores, the clinics, they all generate revenue. They generate caps. So if I go in here and press, say, transfer, I can see what's in this workshop, being stored in this workshop. And one of the things that's being stored in this workshop are the bottle caps that all these people are generating from trade, from working their stations, so on and so forth. This particular station is, say, banking 6,774 bottle caps. I have 13,313 bottle caps. I don't need these bottle caps right now. I can't even, I could spend it if I really wanted to. But at this point, I'm into manufacturing all mine. I have a manufacturing plant in Sanctuary, so I manufacture most of the things that I need. If I'm on the fly, I'm in a situation where I can't get to Sanctuary and manufacture, I'll buy something from one of my vendors or one of the vendors from Diamond City or a random person that has something for sale. But for the most part, I manufacture my own. And I just let this money stack. Now, this is 6,000, just say 6,700 in this particular settlement's bank account. I have 28 settlements, and I would say on average they have 6,700. Some of them may have 12,000. Some may have 20,000. If I've never taken a withdrawal from out of that bank account, the money has just been stacking.
Don't much care for good neighbor.
So the Commonwealth is actually on a rebound. Let's see, these people here, they're able to find their paths a little bit better. I tried to make this one more spacious, more open, so there's more room to walk, but it's still dormitory style living, and I can't get over that. I wanted to get to the point where, um, ultimately, like this was all showers, dude. Showers, bathroom stall, shower, sink, um, shower, bathroom stall, sink, and it was cool. It was all laid out. So if anybody's listening or watching that can tell me about a different mod, I have Nexus Mod Manager. I found one working toilet mod. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do here. I really need to put some more time, invest some more time into this settlement. And then this floor is ready to be, you know, throw some walls up, boom, 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 and throw a ceiling up, boom, boom, boom. I wonder how high I can go. So this is their gardening area right here. They need more food, but I'm running out of land. Water. I'm running out of land. I'm running out of land. Land is essential. This is building society 101. Land. You need lots and lots of land. And sometimes you have to fight for it. Sometimes you have to go to war for it. Sometimes you have to take it because you need land to expand, to grow and produce the materials that we need to live every day.
So damn hungry. Crop's been growing pretty good lately. Maybe I'll get another trip. My luck's gonna turn around.
So, this one isn't bad. Needs work. 10 Pines Bluff. Let's see what they got. Let's see what 10 Pines Bluff got. Ten Pines Bluff, not my favorite. Really threw up this raggedy shack. But, what can I say? See the weeds growing up through the floor. I really did what I could with this place, but when you see the weeds growing up through the floor, it's just like, there's not much else I could do. Yeah, they're doing alright. I haven't been able to get this spark out of the... I can't express how much it made me upset when that mod broke, because all this was bathroom area, showers, bathroom. You know, things that everybody needs. Third floor. This one is just really irritating. I've been trying to get that together so much and I just haven't been able to. I don't like 10 Pines Bluff, but that's what I'm working with. I just threw that up. I threw that together. I need to just come in and just overhaul all of that. They're safe. I mean,
Easy living, this ain't.
I bet it ain't. Don't look easy. So now, where do we go now? We go to Starlight DriveIn. And Starlight DriveIn has suffered because the daggone mod that I was using broke. Man, it had broke the game. The mods that I was using, I had so many downloaded, it had broke the game to where a lot of the 60% of the game was just missing. It just disappeared. Floors, doors, ceilings. It was crazy. I got it fixed. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. I was pissed. I was real pissed. So, the clean brush thing, the clean sanctuary, is it? What's going on over here? Stupid Brahmin. You don't belong. That's better. So, Starlight DriveIn, they're doing their thing over here. And at nighttime, it's even better. Because everybody really congregates out here. Like right out here at this recreational center is what I call it. They really do act as a community here. They sit around and talk and drink and smoke cigarettes and sit at the table and eat together. And it's just amazing to me how from one settlement to the next, it varies so much. Like the people are actually at their workstations. It never fails. They're always at their workstations versus other settlements where they're never at their freaking workstations. So if I need to buy some ammo, it's just like, where the hell is everybody at? Why isn't anybody working? But here at Starlight, I can always count on them. If I need something, I can go to them and I can buy it. Working elevator. Oh, almost went off the backside of it. Third floor. Lines up. I had a nice bathroom area, shower area. Not gonna say anything about the mods. I know you guys already heard it enough. So, overview, overlooking Starlight. This is one of my finer builds.
Hi, how are you? Ain't looking for trouble.
And these cannons are, I try not to use them because they're very effective. Those damn things are like the last resort.
Yeah? Yeah?
Especially if I'm fighting with someone, like I'm on a mission and I have multiple, say, settlers fighting with me. And if I smoke a, throw artillery smoke grenade, like a coordinating beacon, and once those goddamn shells start to rain down, I start losing settlers real quick because it has a large blast area and it doesn't discriminate, and I lose settlers. And so I try not to use them. I'll use them against super mutants. Definitely use them against super mutants. I'll use them if I'm single by myself, fighting by myself, and I'm outnumbered. Definitely use them. So that one was cool. Sanctuary was cool. Abernathy Farm, up and coming. Abernathy Farm is, see, this is what I've done. I've taken this concept from other games that I play, where you have, say, a region, and in this region you have, say, a capital city in this region, and then you have two or three supporting cities that will support the capital city. So this is a supportive settlement. Um, and I'll show you why I say that. Abernathy is ideal for farming and growing food, like bulk mac and cheese, and a lot of different things require razor grain. And so razor grain, it takes a lot of space to grow because instead of having this branch, you have all these different, as you can see, you have a whole bunch of different sticks in a bushel. So it takes more room to to grow this, and all this space. This, I'm just gonna make this whole field a field of razor grain, and they're gonna produce razor grain for my capital city in this region. And not only do they have all that growing farming potential in the front of the settlement, also in the settlement, in the front of the settlement within the walls, and in the back of the settlement within the walls. I haven't even began to grow anything back here. And it just has huge growth potential. It's just a matter of time before I get that up and running 100% efficient. So let's see how much they have. I think I've withdrawn from this account, so it may not be as much in here. But let's see what they got. Bottle caps 2300. Yeah, I've taken from him. I've withdrawn from this account. So it doesn't have very much, but if I needed it, or I just wanted to take it, I could take it, no big deal, but I don't need it. I'll let it accumulate. What if they got any glass? I need glass. don't think I need fiberglass. But this is another funky build as far as structural wise because it's built around this structure here. It was already here. It was a pre-existing structure. They built it around an electric tower. Yeah, see these electrical towers? They started to build up around this electrical tower, and I tried to add on to it, and it's not asymmetrical, so it's just so funky. I could throw a ceiling up or something to help them out, but I just sort of abandoned this project. As far as building a structure goes, I abandoned it. I'm not trying to raise the population here yet, but eventually I'm gonna have to because if I really want the farm to flourish, I need people, and if I'm gonna have a lot of people here, I'm gonna have to be able to accommodate them. So eventually, yes, this will become 100-man structure plus probably 150. This is gonna be a huge one. Abernathy Farm has a lot of potential, but right now I'm just like, forget Abernathy Farm. Gunfire in the background. So right over this hill, that's Provisioner. Yeah, that's Provisioner. You need some aid and assist. What are you shooting at? What you shooting at? Probably one of them damn blowflies. No, he ain't shooting at me. What was that, a mole? A wild dog. Yeah, you guys are good. Go ahead, drop that stuff off, pick up some more, and take it back. So, here is Red Rocket. Red Rocket. Red Rocket is another one of those funny ass situations that you got to make the best out of. It is. It's odd. I've done my best. Not a lot of farmland. This would be another one of those supportive cities. So it's playing a supportive role. I don't know how because it can't. They're not producing a lot of food. I don't know how they're being supportive, really, to be honest with you. Maybe on a defensive, acts as a buffer.
It never changes.
Look at this narrow walk space. It's narrow in here. Got a lot of space to move. I've done my best. All this back here was shower, bathing. It was nice. I mean, they had showers back here, all back here. That mod really fucked up my whole build structure. So I tried to build up. I can't express how important it is to make sure that your base structure is asymmetrical. Because long as the base structure is asymmetrical, you can build a skyscraper high as you want it. And it will be a sound structure. And it will look good. As long as your dimensions are straight, your corners are square. But with something like this, how do you build on something like this? A lot of improvisation. So yeah, I guess Red Rocket is a buffer city. It acts as a buffer to Sanctuary. And I'm not sure whether or not Sanctuary is the capital city in this region, or if Starlight DriveIn is. Because there's only one, two, three, four settlements in this region. And I would like to say that Starlight DriveIn is the capital city in this region, which Sanctuary Hills, is my home. And the way it's positioned, not that this shallow ass creek is gonna keep anybody out. I mean, it's not really a line of defense. It's not a natural defense. It's really shallow. It can be crossed anytime. So I'm gonna go down the main road leading to the cul-de-sac, and it's still pretty much in ruins. The houses I haven't done a whole lot with. I could be doing a lot more with the houses and spread it out. But when they spread out, they're more vulnerable to attack. I want to put them in this defensive perimeter, within the perimeter, not outside the perimeter, to protect them. I gave them the wrong beds. That's not the standard. Those beds, I hate them. I like the beds with the sheets on them and the blanket. I hate beds without sheets or blankets on them. I like these beds right here. So they got potential for farming. They can really be self-sustaining because they have so much land to
You
grow.
work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
A lot of room for shops.
Farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
I sure have, and it sure is. Another shop area. So this particular settlement is going to produce
Yes.
adhesive.
As honest as honest.
So Abernathy Farm produces razor grain, this one produces adhesive, and so the ideal is to have each particular settlement specialize in growing one particular, above all, one particular ingredient, so that when it's time to harvest, because you're going to need them to build, say, now this is a manufacturing plant. I've tried to do more complicated, complex conveyors and dump boxes, and I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. I've seen some really good ones, but I just couldn't do it. So I went with the straightforward route. You know, an ammunition plant with a conveyor storage. Straightforward to the point. Boom. They're all connected to this Vault Tech population management system. If you guys aren't hip to this, this is what you need. This is what you need, because this here, this is what's going to tell you what's going on in your settlement. How many people are employed, how many people are unemployed, what jobs are available. So apparently I have some people that's not employed. So find jobs for unemployed. Vocational overview. This is going to tell me who's doing what, how many people are doing it. So I got 2 unemployed, I have 17 farmers, 4 scavengers, 11 guards, 5 caravans, which is good. They're producing money. 3 bartenders, 1 tailor, 2 doctors, 2 junk dealers, and 2 arms dealers. Probably use 1 or 2 more tailors, but I would have to build stores. So anyways, I got 2 unemployed. I want to put as many people to work as possible. So I'm going to assign him to the armor store. Okay, so Now I'm down to 1 unemployed. And this is another thing that you're able to do here, this overseer's workstation, is track down all of your companions. Like, I could put strong. Not that I would ever travel with strong. I want to track him. When I go to my mini map, there should be some type of marker that will tell me where strong is. Or did I not click on it? Did I push or click show, or did I click hide? Either way. This is how you find your people. See, I got him on hide. I should have had him on show. Like Nick Valentine. I already know where he is. Know where Dogmeat is. Know where she is. I could just shut down that tracker too. Then go back whenever I want to. But then also what I'm supposed to be able to do. Why? Must be up here. I should be able to use all of my manufacturing machines. Yeah. See, this terminal is connected to all of my machines. So from here, I can basically control all of my manufacturing machines. Like, I wanted to start putting food on the shelves. I know that's like micromanagement, not 101, but 10,000. Putting all these boxes on these shelves to make it look like a grocery store. Not that anybody is gonna walk up to the freaking general store worker and say, "Oh, let me have 3 boxes of Blamco brand mac and cheese and 2 cram and a couple of instant mashes." They're not gonna do that. If I put it on the shelf, it's just gonna be on the shelf. It is strictly, micromanagement blown out of proportion to do that. Like, if you got OCD and you just gotta have everything in its place and you like clicking redundant, repetitive pork and beans. See, I need steel for the can, silk beans, mole rat meat, and pork and beans. Sounds about right. So I was thinking about making the mac and cheese, and this is where I need the razor grain, but I didn't have any. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me go over here and start a farm of razor grain, so I'll have this endless supply, right? So I'm gonna have to get one of these supportive cities to basically, above all others, farm carrots. So I can go and I can just pick 100 razor grain, 100 carrot. Purified water is easy to come by. Plastic is easy to come by. But I always have these resources. If I ever so choose to go to the manufacturing plant and start producing these items in bulk, so that I can do stuff like this. Go down here, if it's still down here. Everybody has a little
Yeah?
Last time we talked, I
casino.
hope I didn't bore you to death by dumping my life story.
So I can go down here and put them on these shelves and make these shelves full. Tell me that's not freaking just OCD. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Like, one of the sellers is gonna come up to this guy and say, "Oh, let me get a couple of boxes of that Blamco mac and cheese you got on the shelf back there." You're not gonna do that. It's just gonna sit there.